November. 23540. Wind 170 at 9. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 4,000. 9,500 broken. Temperature 14. Dew point 12. Altimeter 3040. ILS runway 22 left approach in use. Departing runway 22 right. Notices to airmen. Please take a hold short instructions and defined altitudes. Runway status lock in use. Heavy bird activity in all areas. Numerous cranes in Boston area and in vicinity of Logan Airport. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information November. Logan International Airport data information November. 23540. Wind 170 at 9. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 4,000. 9,800 broken.
Passing ground Delta.
Alright everybody, welcome
Delta
to
1306 due to ground area being busy. You may not perform the taxi test to runway 27 and back.
The route today is gonna be, I'll put it on the screen. It was, right now it's Nelly CMK Charlie Mike Kilo. After straight to there. Then we're going to Juliet 75 GVE. So Juliet 75. We're going direct to Takeoff Victor Echo. And then we'll be going direct to Sierra Bravo Victor. That's gonna be our route today. Go ahead and execute that. Check that. Make sure it's all good. Alright. Go ahead and copy the active just in case. Go into the perf. Go ahead and copy this data into the perf initiation, performance initiation. Run to 320 today. We'll go ahead and request our clearance here at Boston. So we are at Evidor 3799. We're going to ask for a mic check first. Boston delivery, Evidor 3799, requesting a mic check.
Endeavor 3799 Boston delivery 555.
Alright, bet. So we'll go ahead and let's say information November. Oh, he gave us a PDC. Here, I'll go ahead and change the screen real quick. Show you all the PDC. So pretty much he said, so transponder code is 1335, which is squawk 1335. So we can just go ahead and come here and say squawk 1335. We're going up to altitude 320, KBOS-KRDU, equipment CRJ, approve the route. That's our route right there. Altitude restrictions, climb via the city, which is 10,000. Park frequency is 133.0. This is your pre-charge clearance. Now to reply to this message, contact Boston Clearance on 121.65. Location on the airport, assigned SID, and current ATIS when ready to push, or you have questions regarding to this clearance. So let's see. It says we can contact him. The assigned SID and the current ATIS when ready to push. Alright. So that's that. Alright, so we'll keep going on with this then. We'll come here. The ISA deviation right now outside is still 0, so we'll keep it at 0. Reserve fuel today is going to be 3,657. This will be reserve fuel. So we'll go to the VNAV setup. My stuff should look fine. Should all look good. Alright, so we'll go back to performance. Now we can go back to departure arrivals. So we're departing PATS 5, PATS. So we are PATS 4, PATS 5, PATS. Understood. Go ahead and initiate that. Go ahead and turn this way. Actually, no, it's already switched to inches. So we're going to just. So we'll be directing TJ Barrow out of there and then straight out, pretty much. Okay, that looks good. Go to the MFD menu. So I want the ETAs. Actually, no, I'm fine without the ETAs. We'll switch this on to. On. Actually, no, we'll switch this to VNAV. We do need to hide nav aids. Technically, he said you should have high-low. And misapproach, we're not gonna worry about misapproach until we need it. And we can get rid of the airports. We'll get that intersections. Yeah, we don't need the intersections either. For the right side, I want it to be on. I do want these both. I want the misapproach and the ETA. It's cool and simple. And that should be it. We'll go ahead and arm the yaw dampers. And arm the stabilizer trims and the mock trim. Go ahead and I'm gonna switch that to on. That's on. We want it on 1. Switch this to weather. So now we can switch that off for now. Weather, voice, RT, mask, all that stuff gain normal. Here's the lighting. So let's see for displays, circuit breakers. Floodlight. Just going to mess with that real quick and just see what we can do. Floodlighting. Oh yeah, that's what we wanted right there. Not worry about the floodlighting. Alright, so we'll just turn this back on until then. Alright, see, go ahead and get rid of that. Actually, I do want this on just for a second. If I hit navigation, that's one. Alright. That's fine, I'll switch over to LNAV, altitude capture. Actually, I think there's something you can click on here that will get rid of the yoke. There's something on here that says you can get rid of the yoke width. I forgot. Go ahead and turn that off. Oh, actually, yeah, that's one thing we almost forgot. We are setting flap safe. When I said takeoff, all that stuff, we're going to set that. We'll go to the checklist. We don't need to worry about the safety checklist originating. We're already on the 4-star checklist because that's what we already pre-did with the plane. Let's go ahead and turn back on that. We'll go ahead and turn on the traffic display. Coming out here to this thing, TCAS. TCAS. Normal. We went on normal, one traffic on.
Boston clearance, November 1399er. Okay, general aviation with inside November, looking for IFR Nantucket, November 1399er. November 1399er for the airport, via the Logan 2 departure. Rear vector is dumped, then stalled. Maintain 3000. Departure frequency 133.0, squawk 1340. Copy, Logan 2 departure. Radar vector to dump. Initial altitude 3000. Departure 133.0, squawk 1340. November 1399. Number 1399, leave aircraft, taxi with information number. Copy, will do, 1399.
We'll turn off the we'll turn off the high and low nav aids. I still do want the ECA though. I do. So I know when I'm expecting, you know, to hit that. Alright, let's go ahead and close the door. Go ahead and close the door. Come here and check the breakers and all that stuff. Let's go ahead and check 4-star checklist. Get rid of the jetway. Passenger signs should be in the on position, which they are.
Boston Clearance, Wisconsin 4229. That's Charlie 12 with November. Wherever for departure.
It's 433 feet, so we wouldn't need to come up here.
Repeat your gate number, please. Charlie 20, Wisconsin 4229.
That's closer. So landing at elevation
set.
Set.
4029, thank you. Going to ground
Radio
120 there.
For departure, takeoff briefings complete.
Ground 190, Wisconsin 4229, good day.
Electrics on, papers on, takeoff data set, doors closed and locked. Beacon. Can't go to the on position. On, fuel pumps and quantity on, hydraulic pump should be on auto. I need to push these both in. And so I'll switch back over to here. I'll go ahead and turn on the anti-ice as well. The left one showed heat. Turn on low, turn that on low. Probe should always be on. We don't need that on. Hydraulic pump should all be on auto or on. Switch over to the status page real quick before status. So left, so fuel pumps are both on. Those will all probably turn off once I start engine number 1. One thing I'm going to check before I do push back though is the trim. Says we should trim to 6.8. So the takeoff trim should be 6.8. Go ahead and go down to 6.8. 6.8 set. And we'll go back to check this.
Alright, Wisconsin 4287, just for that, can you resend the 5 for me, please?
Alright, we'll be ready to go. It's going to call for GSX. Push back departure. We want to push back departure nose left.
Last aircraft flying second.
Since I'm not familiar with the area, I'll probably ask. I'll ask him if we can push back.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Boston delivery, this is Evidor 3799. Requested pushback gate Alpha 10.
Endeavor 3799 pushback on discretion. Monitor ground to 121.9 at spot 7 ready for taxi.
On ground 1 to 1.9, required for taxi, and we'll go pushback to Evidor 3799. Alright, the cabin crew is probably going to go ahead and do their safety announcements, and I'll see you all afterwards.
Departure check completed. Flight has been inserted.
Hello, and thanks for flying with Delta.
Parking brake.
Our first priority on every flight is safety, so before we depart, we'll be giving a brief safety presentation. Okay, be sure all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin. And place smaller items under the seat in front of you. And ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear. In the event of an emergency, remember to leave all carry-on items behind.
If you're seated at an emergency exit, please review the responsibilities for emergency exit seating on the back of the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Are you willing and able to assist with the operation of the exit if necessary?
Yes. If you're unable to perform these functions, please let us know and we'd be happy to find you another seat.
As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air.
For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted information signs located throughout the cabin, in addition to any crew member instructions.
Smoking, including the use of e-cigarettes, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector. There are 6 exits on this plane, 4 doors, 2 on each side, and 2 window exits over the wings. The 4 doors have detachable slides that can be used for flotation. Life rafts are located in ceiling compartments at the front and center of the plane.
All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there's a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, lights will illuminate the aisle to guide you to an exit. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull a mask towards you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the main cabin. If you're seated in the first class or business class cabin, life vests are either in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat.
To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust loosely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached to each vest. If necessary, we'll distribute additional life vests for children who weigh 35 pounds or less.
Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright, your aisle armrests are lowered, your tray table is put away, and all carry-on items are properly stowed.
As we come through the cabin for our final safety check, please let us know if you have any questions. And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
On behalf of everyone at Delta Airlines, we want to thank you for paying attention. Now, as we prepare for takeoff, please relax and enjoy your flight.
He'll give you the clearance. Roger, we've gone for clearance. Thank you. No, boss, Council 43, job. Wisconsin 4287 Boston delivery, clears on request number 1. Boston clearance number 1399, I'm ready to taxi, current with November. November 139, monitor ground 11.9. Over ground 0.9, over your night. This is pushback on the screen where port taxi and G974. And November 3799, Boston ground.
Yep, good thing I reminded me about that. Okay, they said you didn't start the flight. Look at that.
November 1399 Boston ground, hello. Runway 22 right. Taxi via Bravo, November. Cross runway 15 right. Also runway 15 left. November 1399, 22 right via Bravo, November. Cross 15 right. Hold at 15 left. 1399, thank you. Boston Road, good evening. Spirit Wings 414, clear future rental for circle 137.
Right down the taxi clearance.
Speed Wings 414, Boston Temple, taxi should have your Foxtrot left on Alpha and then right Charlie to the gate. One from the Alpha Charlie, we can Spirit Wings 414.
So we're at Mike joining Echo 2. And Boston Ground, this is Evidor 3799 with you. Short of Mike, Echo 2, array for taxi runway 22 right with information November.
November 99, squawk mode Charlie, runway 22 right, taxi via Kilo, Bravo, November, cross runway 15 right, hold for runway 15 left.
I'm sorry, could you repeat these taxi instructions for Evidor 3799?
And then 3799, clock mode Charlie first. Okay, there you go, sir, thank you. And runway 22 right, taxi via Kilo, Bravo, November, cross runway 15 right, push for runway 15 left.
Taxi via 22 right via Kilo, Bravo, November, cross 15 right and 15 left for Evidor 3799.
Ground United 532, Charlie short of Kilo.
Alright, so let's see. Here's Kilo right here.
And 532, Boston Ground, hello, taxi via Charlie, hold short of Alpha. Charlie, hold short of Alpha, United 532. Ground Wisconsin 4287, pushing left. Aerosoft 4287, push back to Alpha, proof that that's ready to taxi. Pushing Alpha, we'll call you, and Wisconsin 4287.
Alright, so we said Kilo, Bravo, November.
Hey, United 532, left turn on Alpha, you can continue to the gate. Okay, left turn on Alpha to the gate, United 532, thanks, sir.
November.
November 1399, cross from 15 left, monitor tower on 18.8 tower, good night. Okay, cross 15 left, and monitor tower 128.8, have a good night, 1399. ground, Wisconsin 4287, right, you're runway 22 right with November. Wisconsin 4287, good weight, an American 757 from your right, he's going to turn off to November, and then you can follow him. Cross runway 15 right, offshore runway 15 left. Okay, follow American 75, cross runway 15 right, hold short, 15 left, 52 right, Wisconsin 4287.
Triangulate 789, 09 on 3 left, taxiing for North Cargo.
Sir, 909, officer, you were supposed to hold short of taxi and you just blew in front of the nose of an American 757. So just please pay attention to instructions next time. So it's initially a busy event like this. With that being said, left turn onto zero, right turn onto Alpha, and continue to North Cargo.
Left onto Zulu, Alpha and North Cargo, and that is totally my bad, as it charts the wrong way, so my apologies for that, 909.
Alright, then here's November. So we'll make this right here on November.
That was Congress 4387, also runway 15 left, monitor tower on 128.8, have a good night. Right 15 left, monitor tower 128.8, number 4379. Roman to the 900 turning forward, taxi. Land 974, reset transponders, squawk 1332 and most Charlie, please. 130 now.
Sure, I was still going shortly. So we are. So we
There's Congress 4387, press on the 5 left, monitor Benson Tower, and 1 good
5 left.
And number 3799, cross runway 15 left, monitor Boston Tower and 138.8, have a good night.
Say over the tower. Across runway 15 left and then over the tower on 128.8, or 3799. Have a good night. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and cross this. We're going over to 128.8.
No, 1.9 applicant video. Roger, taxi to Charlie, short of 4 left, 0.9, or carriage 1066. Number 13909, runway, actually, stand by.
We'll be 30 line for takeoff. Go ahead and tell the cabin.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We'll be number 3 for takeoff, so flight attendants, you can go ahead and prepare the cabin for takeoff, please. Thank you.
Speedbird 188 Heavy, Boston Tower, excellent. Are you landing? I'm not sure. Where are you?
Crossing flight level 285, climbing to flight level 330.
Speedbird 12, I'm not even sure the call sign is, I apologize, but we control up to 2,000, so you might want to call one of the center frequencies.
Sorry, I was instructed to call 12800.
That's the tower, that's a little weird. Why don't you, where's your location, sir?
Give me 2 minutes, give me a minute or so.
Are you 293 Heavy?
He said give him a minute. 510 SR5, TCAS
Right
is
turn
on.
33 left for November, November
Checklist
15th.
complete.
Number 379, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 22 right, Avidor 379. Alright, we go ahead and turn on the strobe lights. And turn on the taxi lights and all that good stuff. I'm gonna turn that stuff on now. Go ahead and grab the flight director and
73 uniform, place your patient, contact ground 121.9 short of November.
319 for November 321.
Number 3799, your transponder turned off again, but the wind 1808, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff.
clear for takeoff runway 22 right, and I apologize for that, Avidor 379.
No worries. You get 701 Heavy, Boston Tower, on frequency. 701 Heavy with you. 701 Heavy, good evening. Traffic's on the roll for the parallel, runway 22 left, clear to land, wind is 180 at 8.
Clear land, 22 left, GPS 7, okay.
Winds runway 22 right, line up and wait.
No, you're not.
Line up and wait, 22 right, line 0974.
You want rotate. E2. You're just going up.
Jeff 1318, cross runway 22 right, hold for the Bravo. Cross 22 right, work for the Bravo, 1318. Back ground 121.9, good night.
Set up the speed.
219, good night. And you have a 3799, make that left and direct TJ, contact departure 133 point nothing, have a great night.
Left direct TJ and a contact departure on 133.0, Avidor 3799, have a good night. Alright, so we go ahead and direct to TJ, accept that. Autopilot can be switched on. Oh, I got talk to them. Boston departure, Avidor 3799 with you, passing through 3,700.
Denver 37 departure, good evening, radar contact, climb maintain 14,000.
Climb maintain 14,000, Avidor 3799. Alright, so fuel exflow valve, go back to the auto position. Please APU set, lights, passenger signs. We'll go ahead and turn on some lights so we can see just a little bit. Lights, passenger signs are required. Thrust reversers can go into the off position. Climb checklist is complete. And then it's the in-range checklist. So navigation is set. Coming up on 10,000 feet. There goes some traffic right there. 2,000 feet. 2,000 feet lights go ahead and go off.
You may use your approved portable electronic device.
So now, I'm going to increase the speed up to 290. Should go 295. I'm going to go back to climb thrust.
Call you. Endeavor 3799, contact Boston Center now 123.75. Good day.
Over to Boston Center on 123.75 at or 3799. Have a good night.
Here we'll go ahead and send the arrival at the best force speed for Delta 420.
Boston Center, Ecuador 3799 with you, passing 12,300 for 14,000.
Number 3799 Boston Center, climb maintain level 320.
Climb maintain flight level 320 at Ecuador 3799.
Number 3799, how are you enjoying that new contract? I wonder how many people get that. Number 024, contact Cleveland Center, 134.9. 134.9 for 02440. Skywest 13-1. The set, all discretion, maintain flight level 240. That package is discretion there at 240. 13-1. Delta 3719, reduced to Mach 0.75. Mach 0.75. American 7, the center policy discretion, maintain flight level 270. What's your same Mach number, brother? Yeah, we're 77 right now. American 7, Roger, maintain Mach 0.77 or greater. Okay, 77 or greater, go down to 20, American 7. Now I should just make it 19 Mach 0.77. Maintain 77, American. Delta 1125, turn right heading 310. Right heading 310, Delta 1125.
We'll go ahead and select half bank.
You're the unfortunate person who had to get the pin, I'm sorry. No problem, sir. I thought I'd get it one day anyway. Boss.
Go ahead and turn off the passenger
New York.
size. Go ahead and turn off the logo.
Boston, any chance you can keep it? Yeah, any chance you can keep it chattered to them up here on the transfer?
You said keep the chat to a minimum in case you're trying to focus.
I can't even hear you. Yeah, because you keep the chatter to a minimum, Boston, I'm trying to focus.
Trying to focus on what? Flying the plane?
Must be really hard when you're taxiing on Juliet at Syracuse International Airport.
Oh my goodness!
Boston Center, Viking 1 is vacated runway 15 at Alpha, looking to taxi to the terminal. Viking 1.
He said keep the chat.
Alpha into the ramp. Have a fantastic night. Thanks for flying.
Alpha into the ramp. Have a good evening yourself. Viking 1.
Skywest 13-1, descend to the J-Fund 1 arrival, runway 22 left.
Said standard pressure.
Keynote leader 3037.
Yeah, I hope you guys heard that. He said, yeah.
Send you the arrival is
that's funny.
22 left.
He said it must be a hard taxi.
5, continue right heading 040.
Heading 040, don't run up the foot time.
Boss leading is Speedbird 293 heavy, flight level 360, direct Barnes. Speedbird 293 Boston, hello, welcome aboard. Boston, Speedbird 293. I'm sorry, I didn't get that last call. Time up. Back American 367 Boston, descend, maintain flight level 320. Maintain flight level 320, American 3. Grenade 7, contact New York Center 125.32.
I hope that wasn't from me.
Boston, good evening, 74. Canadian Express 511, contact New York Center 125.32.
New York Center 125.32. 511.
Boston Center, today 974. Land 974, I don't recall the final check on it, your climb maintain 340. We're going to send you down maintain 340, that's 974. American 367, contact Cleveland Center 134.9, take care.
34 American 367, guys.
7 descend to the J-1 level, runway 22 left, keying out the Meadow 3037. Descend to the J-1 America, Captain. Delta 3719, descend to Palace discretion, maintain flight level 270.
Palace discretion at 270, Delta 3719.
Delta 1125 comments to join the rest of your route remains unchanged, so you can rejoin the J-1 arrival.
Air Delta 135, contact to Winston, to the right, thank you very much, Delta 1125.
152, Bob. 152 Whiskey, ready to go, Syracuse. 152, keep fly, runway 2, clear for takeoff, and 2107. Let's take up 152 Whiskey, heading.
Third double 816 through flight level 320, flight level 250.
The other 816, Boston, set upon maintain flight level 350, confirm your speed restriction of Mach 76 or less.
Yep, we're Mach 76 or less, to 350, 816 next.
Thank you very much. Delta 11 to the right.
Boston JetBlue 112 here, we're trying to level at 1370 here, we got speed restriction greater than